I want to take a minute here to present to you an idea. And the main topic of this small video here today is going to be how to survive a choppy market. Now we're going to be using the example of Rivian today, or IVN. The reason why I decided to use this particular name is because I believe it has a great example and showing you a couple of different levels that you can base off your trading entries and exits around prior areas of support and resistance. And so the reason why I want to bring this video today is because the market has been somewhat choppy over the last couple of days, and if you do try to anticipate a couple of the entries, chances are you're going to be chopped off and you're going to get out, and then the trade is probably going to come in. And so nowadays you have to use the levels and let things consolidate enough or prove in a way that you have a little bit more conviction to take the trade, letting the price action get you there and actually prove that there are chances that it will happen. And also you need to be able to be comfortable with taking trade that you're first comfortable with, and trade entries that you can actually recognize, patterns that are easy to read, comfortable for you, and easy to recognize. Now we're gonna go into Rivian 1 minute time frame. You see how we got an opening range coming from the pre-market hours. We have the morning high here around this area right out of the gates. This candle right here was the opening candle, 9:30, went to a high of 28.79. You can see that yellow trend line here. So we're gonna be looking at this range, how it dipped into the 27.40, and then it came right back up to start hovering around the VWAP. Chances are that anybody that took a long trade around this spot was chopped up looking for a possible reclaim of the VWAP and retest of the prior highs, which was 28.79. And so looking at that, chances are you're gonna be chopped off. The reason why I have this trend line here gonna be coming into play into the later session, or a little bit of later during this video. I'm gonna show you the reason why I have this trend line right here. And I was talking about this stuff throughout the day in the group, talking about the reasons why I was putting the trend lines right there. It's always convenient to look at the prior levels that where a stock at a price range was actually in a congestion area, exhaustion area, or price support resistance. You can see here how we were hovering around this pot, and this area was being absorbed, sponged, congested, whichever way you want to call it. So right here we held at a little bit of support around the VWAP. Right now it came and reclaim. Look at how the 1 minute came for a retest of the push into the prior high. The reason why I have the trend line here is because the prior high of the day right after the opening bell was that one candle at 28.79. We came in, had a retest of the spot, came right back into 28.79 by the penny, 28.76, a couple of pennies away, and then we had a reversal. So on that spot we have an exhausted area right here, looking at the double top formation of the 15, prior high, retest, and roll over right back down towards the VWAP. Pretty decent rollover from that spot. I was talking about this stuff on the Discord. Came under, and once I started to notice how it started to form this pattern right here, it was actually rolling over and staying under the VWAP for this character change. What I started thinking was looking at the spot where we were hoping to hold the area, or maybe be hovering on top of the spot, and then have some follow through to the 2740, which was the lower day since the opening bell. So we held around this spot, came in, and I was looking for the box side retest, a bounce prior low, retest of the VWAP, rejection, follow through, retest of the spot, and then come and retest of the 2740. Now it didn't really happen. Now one of the things that I want to show you on this video clip here is how not being a superhero is actually a good thing. The reason why this trend line here was set, it was because it was an area of congestion from the prior couple of minutes. Looking at it right here, by the time we got back here, it is 1 hour and 3 minutes. So from that spot, actually 1 hour and 30 minutes, from this spot to this spot, 1 hour and 30 minutes has already gone. And this area, this pocket in between VWAP, from the top of this little range to the bottom here, it is that area of congestion that was being filled right again. And so looking at that, you can determine, first thing was for the reversal for the prior high. Then when it started to roll over and came back to retest a VWAP, and then keep following up, and we have some follow through the downside, then the congested area down here was that area that showed you where it might actually hold a little bit of support. Now the idea was come down here, retest, come up, retest the VWAP, and then roll over again for a backside move into the 2740. Now it didn't really happen that way, but looking at that and having a retest of the prior support from this spot 2 times and the 3 times coming to reclaim, that gives you an idea. The chances are we're gonna be able to go all the way back to the high. And so we have multiple top formation, 1, 2, and 3. From there, well, the rest is history. You can see how it came right back up, reclaim. That 15-minute shows a very nice, decent reclaim of that VWAP, and push right back to the high, hover around the spot, and then push into the close. Now we have a small congested area here on the 15, and if we can take that back, we're gonna look at that spot right here on the 5. All right, so but looking at the prior support and resistance zones to start taking profits on the way to those spots, or actually take the whole position out around there and maybe keeping small position for possible follow through, might save you some pain. In this type of market, this is the way that you actually survive, waiting for the price to actually set a trend and using those prior support and resistance levels to get your entries around those spots and start taking profits as it approaches the prior areas of support and resistance. I truly hope this video serves you well and it was able to teach you something today to be able to survive throughout a choppy stock market season.